What's up, poetry lovers? Today I have a poem called Destructive Chaos to share. As you can see from the image, it's pretty gritty. It's pretty wild. That's what it's here to share. So here we go. I'll talk to you more about it once I've presented. Consume, consume, consume all this wretched trash. Hatred fills my heart, ready to burn it all down to ash. The internet, I hate it. Or rather, the advertising clones, raping us all so we feel so deathly alone. Destructive chaos, completely lost in the sauce. Exhausted, frightened, and afraid. Every day, a reminder of feeling caged. Destruction looming near, death's whisper in my ear. Apocalyptic looming, naive, never-ending, consuming. Memory fails, and everything else too. I'm already dead, I just don't have a clue. Lonely and depressed, this hatred and unrest, quickly pacified with a lie, utterly demoralized inside. What a world. It seems it's time to get back into the inevitable swirl. Oh wait, hurry! Don't forget to start the worry! So yeah, that final line kind of has that destructive chaos of lack of focus built in, right? So you're just stuck without a choice, basically. It seems like to live in the world, to live in the capitalist delusion, it's just, it's funny. It's funny to watch ourselves do it over and over and think we're going to get something different. But, you know, maybe that's just part of what we're here to do, what we're here to say. Kind of play out the game of pretend with ourselves, with the world on such a grand scale. So, as it begins, yeah, so starting from the beginning, you know, we're in this cycle of just, it's so much consumption. We've been given so much, and our full-on idea is just, you know, naive, never-ending consuming, right? This utter amount of scooping more stuff into our mouths or pleasure centers, and it fucking feels so empty after you've done it for a number of years and see the cycle is not just about that, right? Like when you're whatever you're in your 20s or something, you think you know what the world's about, you got a good idea, but you don't know. You don't really know. You think you're getting onto it, but you need many more cycles to see the folly of your ways and how you have to dig much deeper than just get a job, just get some money, just get a cool apartment, just, you know, get Netflix and some other whatever pleasures of the modern world to, you know, just keep doing the cycle. We get more stuff, we upgrade, we feel a little better when we get the thing for 2 weeks and it lasts for a little while and you feel good enough to justify it, basically, right? So living long enough, you're like, yeah, some parties losing touch with reality, losing faith with the system that we've worked so hard to build, and so on. So that's this core of hatred fills my heart, and I'm ready to burn it all down to ash, right? The system, our full-on building of it and idealizing it like we're this perfect, the pinnacle of human civilization in 2025, right? Yeah, everybody knows the West or America doesn't have balanced values. It's a very sick society. So continuing on, so I point to the internet. I hate it, right? Like this we've over-connected ourselves with these quick jolts of connection that aren't authentic to the being and the full body of who you are and what you're doing to be a realized, individuated human, like Carl Jung would say. So I say how that whole, I have hate for that in my heart, to just watch it unfold. And but then I give some type of target, right? The advertising clones, these people who just want more dollars in their budget or in their bottom line, and they'll just build more billboards of bullshit that, you know, it rapes us all into feeling deathly alone, right? It's this intense and vicious kind of visceral feeling I get at certain advertisements, especially when they're just like, it's so naive and cliche, the words they use and the phrases they say, right? Like David Foster Wallace, one of my favorite writers, says, a good advertising cliche manages to promise everything and mean nothing, right? Like, make dreams come true, right? This little one-line phrase on an advertisement, and then it's like on the pizza box, it says, make dreams come true, and then this box dreams of being another box, and recycle. It's like, no one buying this pizza is really giving a shit enough to recycle. This promise of that you're going to make dreams come true just by recycling a pizza box is utterly just, well, it's so utterly out of touch with reality. There we go. Okay. So destructive chaos, completely lost in the sauce, is just a fun way to say it, right? That's just so, right. Socrates, after enough questioning, Socrates would kind of create this feeling of aporia, as it's called. It's just like, after enough questions, these, he would keep asking, and what's, kind of underneath, what's the root of that, and why do you think that, or what's underneath? Like, at some point, they're just like, I don't know, Socrates, I don't know, what, so that's this completely lost in that, exhausted, frightened, and afraid, I continue every day, a reminder of feeling caged. So we're wanting to break out, but we're not able to, because we still need money, we still need food, and it is the best system we have despite everything. But we know, as you see the disasters in the world, like the picture shows, destruction is looming near, and you can hear death's whisper in your ear. It's guaranteed at some point, and so we listen for it. We hope it will come swiftly and beautifully in a way that isn't too agonizing, but we just don't know. So, apocalyptic looming, naive, never-ending consuming, right? I mentioned that earlier, of here we go on the rat race and pretending we have unlimited things and can just keep going. And You see the disparity between that and just how fast people drive on the highway now. It's they're ready to get out of here. Most of us are at some point in the day or some part of your life. You for sure feel the reluctance to be in the world, as David White, a poet I love, would say. So yeah, then I make playful forward, kind of like this feeling, right? Further elaborating, memory fails and everything else too. I'm already dead. I just don't have a clue. It's part of you dies every day when you're in this inhuman world, right? Like another poem I'm inspired to write is Inhuman Race. We've lost touch so deeply, and that's makes your heart hurt very much. The lonely and depressed, this hatred and unrest, quickly pacified with a lie, utterly demoralized inside. What a world. Seems it's time to get back in the inevitable swirl. So it is. So it is. So we live. But for a moment, perhaps, I hope this has made you smile to step back and realize just how insane modern existence is. So if this made you smile or you enjoy this poem, please give it a like and subscribe. Check out the channel. I will see you in the next one. Either way, thank you so much for listening.